be by yourself. You don't need nobody. You're an independent woman. I look amazing. I look so good. Wow. Okay, let me focus on the situation at hand. I think I just found my next date outfit. Okay. No vest for me, please, guys. Hi guys, welcome back to the Miss Tori Define Logic. It has been too long since I filmed a video. Do you remember during the pandemic when I was like, this is the time, guys. You're saying you're bored, but there's stuff that you've been avoiding doing. Go and do it. Your online shop that you was gonna start, this is the time to do it. I'm gonna be journaling, writing, doing my assignments, praying, just growing as a person and learning what it's like to be alone. You know it's real when EastEnders, hey, EastEnders has stopped filming. My house, if you've ever been here before, whatever it is that you need to do, make sure you do it. Make sure, whatever it is that you've been putting off, make sure you do it. Well, let me tell you, I'm not gonna lie, okay? So maybe the reason why I haven't been so consistent, like it's been, I think April since I filmed my last video, and over a year since I wrote my last blog. But hear me out, okay? I have been doing some things during the pandemic, and that's probably why other things have been a little. But anyway, I'm back. I'm here with a video, and I just had to film this video. I'm probably gonna disappear again. I'm so sorry, but I had to film this video. Do you know why? Guess why? What day is it today? What day is it today? Yes, it's Valentine's Day. Yes, I know it's Valentine's Day. But what day is it today? Define Logic's third birthday! Hold on. What year is this? 18, 19, 18, so 19, 22. Oh my God, can you believe it? Define Logic is 3 years old. Now I know, I mean, can we just scrap the whole 2020? Because the last time I brought out a blog was to say happy 2nd birthday to Define Logic, and it is now our 3rd birthday. And you know what, I'm still here, I'm still going. Like, sometimes you gotta slow down and let other things take the lead, but Define Logic is something that's very, very close to my heart, and it's definitely a goal of mine that I want to make bigger. I want to grow. So even if all I do is celebrate our birthday, I'm gonna do it. But trust me, this year I have a lot for this year and next year. There are a lot more things that Define Logic want to do, want to achieve, and yeah, I just thank you guys for rocking with me. Even though I haven't been so consistent. Like, I tried during the pandemic. I tried, but then, you know, other things happened, and good things actually happened, and I think that's a life update and totally something for a completely different video. This video is for me to talk about what I've pretty much been talking about every single Valentine's Day, and the whole premise on which Define Logic was created, which is self-love and, you know, relationships and everything to do with love. By the way, if you happen to see my nails in this video and they look raggedy, mind your business, we're in a pandemic, and I can't really see on camera how my hair is looking. I feel like I'm giving you natural. I feel like I'm giving you Viola Davis, yes, but we're in a pandemic. I cannot do my hair myself. I tried and it was an epic fail. So I just thought I'd come on camera without giving excuses and just be natural. Each year I have something new to say. But this year I don't really feel like I have anything new to say, because I had a big epiphany last year. You guys saw in the video I brought out for Valentine's Day last year, where I spoke about how I feel. I spoke about what I think about relationships. I spoke about how I feel, where I was, and you guys have seen me go through it all. Like my very first blog was about self-love and talking about how sometimes we feel like we're only worthy or we're only important if someone else loves us, and if we're attached to another person. And then the second year I was I don't even want to remember where I was in 2019 when I brought out the video. Pretty much a lot of what I said still stands. However, I was pretty much team single, team MAT, which I'm not in that team anymore, okay? Some men are, but not all men, okay? Some men are. And I was pretty much single and not available. I don't feel like I can ever go back to that bad place again, that toxic place where I was like, hate everybody, hate myself, what the hell. I don't think I can ever go back there. It's true what they say, do not date when you're healing. I've been through that healing process. I've healed, and now I think in the video last year I was talking about how I'm pretty much open. I'm pretty much, you know, if my DMs slide upon the DMs. And this year I'm single on paper. Single is what I tick when I fill forms. Single is what I tick on forms. Yeah, pretty much. I've gone through that place of healing and being open for a relationship, and that's where I am now. So this is pretty much gonna be my last update about how I feel about singleness, relationships, what I've learned, because I haven't really changed in what I feel. Where I stand now is be single until you find someone who rocks your world in a good way. Be single until you find someone who you're compatible with. Be single until it is the right time for you to be in a relationship. But one difference I'll say between last year and this year is that there's a difference between saying that you're open and actually being open. So doing, there's a difference between saying and doing. And dating during a pandemic, would not recommend. actually no, I take that back. Dating is the ghetto. Dating is the ghetto, and dating during a pandemic is the ghetto. I see for the sharks and they all smell blood. Dating during 2020. If you have any stories about dating in 2020, dating during a pandemic, whether they be good ones or bad ones, please leave them below. I'll be very interested to see what you guys got up to and any stories you have. So just leave them in the comment section. But wow is all I have to say. Wow. What I will say is the minute that you say that you're open, and you can do all the healing you want by yourself, but when you say that you're ready for a relationship, you have no idea how that's going to affect you actually working towards being in a relationship, and the issues that you've dealt with by yourself, you don't know how you are going to be affecting another person. And when I say wait, and when I say don't get into a relationship, be a whole person and then let them be a whole person, honestly, like when you enter the dating game, you will know why that's so important. So important to know yourself, know your value, know what you want, so you can filter out all the riffraff, all the non-serious, all the Tom, Dicks and Harrys and all the rest of it. That is one thing I will say that I've learned in this past year of being open. Because being open and chilling and waiting for someone to slide upon the DMs can be realistic at times, but you have to actually be intentional. I won't say active, because I don't feel like I was in a place where I was actively looking for anything. I just wanted to put action to what I was actually saying and be open, which is what I did. Also, another thing I learned: single life isn't gonna last forever. Single life is not gonna be forever, so enjoy it while you can. Because so many times when we're single, we get caught up in this whole, I want to be in a relationship, I want to be married, when am I getting married? And I know Girlfriends came back on Netflix, and I was watching that, and I was looking at Joan and I was like, wow, I was once a Joan. I was once desperate. I was once wanting to be married so bad that I was probably where I shouldn't be, and thank God I'm not there. But wow, imagine being so desperate that you'll marry any dick literally. Yeah, so single life is not gonna last forever, so be single, because marriage is supposed to be forever. I'll say supposed to be forever because we all know these days marriage isn't what it used to be, but ideally marriage is forever. Single life isn't forever, so enjoy your single life. And when I say enjoy single life, I don't mean go crazy, but enjoy your time alone. Enjoy being by yourself. This is something I've always preached, but when you actually see, when you actually learn that single life is not going to be forever, and you can see the end where, like, you know, you have to think about someone else's feelings, you're gonna one day have children, you're not gonna be by yourself, you're not gonna be able to make crazy decisions. When I say crazy decisions, just like risks. Taking a risk is hard enough, but having to think about, how's this gonna affect my significant other, how's this gonna affect my children, how's this gonna affect every single other responsibility that I have. Whereas when you're single, you just have to think about the pros and cons of how it's going to affect and benefit you. But no, when you're in a relationship, or even when you're dating, when you're thinking about being in a relationship, you start thinking that, whoa, if I actually become or be in a relationship with another person, it's not just me anymore. I actually have to think about someone else's feelings. I actually have to think about how this person is going to feel if I do this, that, and the other. And this is something I've always known and always said, but theory and practice are two different things. Whew. What else? It's always something. It's always something. It's always, oh, everybody's in a relationship, I want to be in a relationship. Then it's, oh, look at all my friends who are in a relationship now, getting married, getting engaged, I want that. It's like, oh, okay, everybody's engaged, now they're planning a wedding. When is my wedding gonna be? I have had this ring for God knows how long. When are we planning the wedding? Then it's, oh, all my friends who got married last year now have kids. Why don't we have kids? It's like, it's always something. And it's like, stay in your lane. Actually, sometimes just stay in your lane and let things happen when they're meant to happen. Like most of my friends, and even the ones who didn't, now have children. And I don't. And I love children. I absolutely love my nieces and nephews. My biological nieces and nephews I love. And I also love my friends' kids who are my nieces and my nephews. And I love my godchildren. But am I envious and wish that I had kids right now? Never wish for anybody else's life. Never. Don't ever wish for anybody else's life, because you just don't know what's going on behind closed doors, and you don't wish for something that's not yours. Pray that God gives you what is meant to be for you, and pray that what is meant to be for you doesn't pass you by. That's the only prayer you should be praying. You shouldn't be praying for someone else's life. You shouldn't be wishing for what someone else has. You should not. You should focus on you, stay in your lane, and believe that God is going to give you what is yours. That's it. And I'm sick and tired, and I'm not coming for anybody, because I know I do it myself sometimes. When I see someone achieving something, or someone doing this, doing that, and I'm like, how come all these people are doing that? They don't have two heads. Why can't I do it? Maybe you're not meant to do it now. And that's the thing. Delay is not denial. Just because you're not meant to do something now doesn't mean that it's not gonna come. So there's no point in rushing. Just enjoy the process. Enjoy where you are now and trust and believe that you're gonna get where you're meant to be. That's it. That's literally it. And life is so simple, but we like to make it difficult for ourselves. We like to stress. We like to worry. We get anxious. And I'm coming for myself right now when I say this, because I stress over things I don't know, that I can't control. And I remember one time one of my friends listed out literally just a few achievements of mine and said, you've done this, that, and that. A lot of people have not even done half of that. And then I looked at it and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I looked at God and I said, God, these are things I didn't even think that I could achieve, and I have achieved them. And people have to point out the blessings that you've given to me. That's selfish. That's greedy. I don't want to be an ingrate. So I will thank God for every single blessing, every single thing that he's done for me, even if I feel like it's not enough. But it is enough because he's given it to me. He's blessed me with it. And it's for me to do something with and use. Another thing I've learned is that if you don't use the little things, you're not going to get big things. If you don't treat what you have right now, the little that you're blessed with, if you don't treat that with respect, you're not going to get big things. So I say all that to say pretty much my opinion and how I've felt and what I've been saying from the beginning is the same. I just hope I am a representation of what I preach and what this channel is about and what my blog is about, which is self-love, self-development, self-growth. And love yourself first. Let God's love fill you and fill yourself with love. Enjoy your own company. A lot of people are in relationships, in marriages that they jumped into, and they're not happy because they weren't happy when they were single. If you're not happy single, if you're not happy by yourself single, I can guarantee you when you're in a relationship, you're not going to be happy either, because you're looking for someone to give you what you can't even pour into yourself. Don't let anyone let you feel like you're less than because you're not in a relationship or because you don't have a partner. Self-love is the best love. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, whether you be by yourself or with your significant other, or whether it be a Galentine's Day. Guys, I just hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Valentine's Day. Happy birthday to Divine Logic. I'm so happy we're still here. And I just want to say thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for supporting me especially. And I'm just overwhelmed with joy. Like, you guys have no idea how it makes me feel every time I see someone's read a blog, every time I see someone's watched my video. It just makes me want to continue to do this. And I know I may not show up all the time, but I'm going to try harder. And I just want my message, our message, to just get everywhere. And if it only touches one person, well, my job is done. My job is done. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. I know I can ramble on. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, let's be friends. Don't be a stranger. Like, subscribe. And if you like my lashes, I will link where you can get them. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Bye.